So today I'm going to tell you guys about a mod that I stumbled on. There seemed to really be only one thread on it, but I know from personal experience and from doing it today that it does work. The mod is for your Mazda Miata 1.8 liter, and a lot of people run a Mazda Millennia oil filter, which is the same engine as the Mazda MX-6, which I previously owned. And I know that the MX-6 you could upgrade to a Corvette ZR1 filter that was a direct fit and was a little bit bigger for that one. So I figured we'd skip the Millennia filter and go straight to the Corvette filter from stock. It does fit. You have to remove the intake manifold brace, which does not do any damage. I've done some reading on it, and there are quite a few different threads that say that the brace is basically pointless and it just gets in the way. So you do have to do that, and then there's also a little wire with a bracket that runs over the oil filter that kind of gets in the way. So I undid the bolt and tucked that up out of the way of anything hot or moving that would cause any damage to it. And after that, the filter fit just fine. As you can see, it's a lot bigger than the stock filter, and the oil capacity is a lot higher. The bypass rate on the filter is within 5 psi of OEM, so no damage to be done there. But where the benefit comes in is the oil capacity increase. The OEM Mazda Miata oil capacity with filter from Miata.net, it says that it holds about 4 quarts of oil. That's with the filter. With the Corvette filter, I measured it at holding 4.7 quarts of oil. So just for numbers wise, let's say that's 4.5 quarts of oil. I've already ran the numbers, and that is around 112%, 111% of OEM oil capacity, which means that the oil is only doing about 80-something% of the amount of work. I think 88% of the work that it would have to do through a normal 5,000 mile oil change, which means basically your extra oil capacity is the same thing as doing your oil change, saving 500 miles on your oil change. So that means instead of changing at 5,000, you could change at 5,500 and have the same amount of oil wear. Or if you continue to have the 5,000 mile oil change interval, it would be the same thing as changing your oil at 4,500 miles. And so that ends up being, around an 89% wear on your engine, as opposed to 100%, which it would be OEM. Means that your engine should last another 11% because you're doing 11% less damage through friction. Again, the real benefit of this is that it costs the same as a normal OEM oil filter. I mean, when you go to get the oil 5 quarts, it usually comes with a free filter, and so you just tell them that your car is a 95 Corvette ZR1. The part number for the K&N filter that I run is HP 2007. It's the same one I ran on the MX-6. It does work on the Miata with some little modifications to get it to fit, and it will hold an extra half quart of oil, which I feel like it makes a little bit of a difference. It allows the oil to stay fresher a little bit longer, and hopefully makes your engine last a little bit longer.